Welcome to Age-Friendly Cleveland. My name is Mary McNamara, and I'm the director of the Cleveland Department of Aging. Across our country, we have what we call an aging network of services because no one division of government, agency, hospital system, or faith-based group provides all the services an older adult might need to age successfully. As examples, some older adults may need transportation or in-home health care, modifications to the home, or resources for staying engaged after retirement. It is our hope with this Age-Friendly Cleveland series that you might learn more about the resources right here in Cleveland. This next segment is about one of the trusted agencies we work closely with every day to make Cleveland an age-friendly city.
We're here with Doug Tayek. He's an Associate State Director with AARP. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right. We got lots of questions for you today about your organization. The City of Cleveland joined the network of AARP's livable communities. Can you tell us more about the network and the significance of Cleveland being involved in this program?
So in 2006, the World Health Organization launched their global network of age-friendly communities. And the premise being, as the population around the globe ages, sort of that has become an issue that a lot of the developed world has to face, and that populations are getting older and faster than at any other time in modern history. And so they launched the global network of age-friendly communities to form a more cohesive tie between these countries who were working on facing the challenges that come with an aging population. In 2012, AARP became the sole subsidiary and partner with the WHO in the United States. And so we launched simultaneously, AARP and the WHO launched the AARP network of age-friendly communities. And we started with 6 communities in 2012. We have since grown to over 200 communities across the country. There's over 84 million Americans who now live in an age-friendly community, and they vary from size of, small towns in Maine to New York City, and obviously Cleveland, Ohio, being an important one. And so Cleveland has been, the way that the process works, the city joins the network and commits to a 5-year process. The first 2 years of the process are commissioning a study where they ask older adults in the community how they feel about the livability of their community, and it's based on the 8 domains of livability, which touch on pretty much every facet of daily life, whether it's transportation or housing, or can you access a park? Is that park clean and safe and well lit? Can you get a job through SESCP and then get there with your transportation options, whether you drive your own car or take public transit, or are your sidewalks walkable? So it's taking a look at the community through those 8 domains, and then asking for feedback from older adults, which the City of Cleveland did a great job. Partnering with the Center for Community Solutions, they did a terrific plan and study, which has been upheld as one of the better research models that has been done through the Age-Friendly Network. And we actually, AARP encourages other communities to sort of copy Cleveland's approach. And so with the plan being developed, the implementation plan comes out of that research. And then that's year 2 is developing the implementation plan. And then years 3, 4, and 5 are implementing changes that have been identified as being necessary to make the community more age-friendly. So Cleveland is in year 4, starting in 2015. We are now moving into year 4, and this will conclude in 2019. And basically, right now, the priorities for 2018 and year 4 are things like looking at our businesses age-friendly. What does it mean for a business to be age-friendly? Right. And then celebrating and championing those businesses that are age-friendly, and allowing people to understand that this is what it means to be an age-friendly business and how you can access their goods and services, and celebrating folks who are willing to take that step to say, yes, we support older adults in our community and are happy to include that in our business model. Looking at how we can better connect older adults to public transit, working through a partnership with RTA, RTA has been involved with age-friendly communities since the very beginning, and they've been an important voice. Obviously, being the most robust public transit system in the state, they have a key interest in this and have been an important voice. So those are the types of opportunities that we're looking at in 2018 for year 4. And then once year 5 is completed, there will be a full report that's generated that says, this is what the city of Cleveland has done. These are the steps that have been taken to make Cleveland a more age-friendly community, more livable for people 8 to 80. And the comparison I always make is you want a community that is safe for a 28-year-old new mom with a stroller, which will also be safe for an 80-some-year-old older woman with a walker. And that's the idea, is it creates a livable community that is safe for all, friendly for all, welcoming, and is one that people want to stay in and age in for their lifetime.
You mentioned safety. Safety is a key strategy for Age-Friendly Cleveland, plus for AARP. What are some of the programs that your organization provides?
Right. So I touched on Fraud Watch a little bit, but I'll go back to that one because it's such an important issue for us. Right. Financial safety brings, financial concern can lead to so many other issues, and so our Fraud Watch network opportunities is probably the biggest thing we do when it comes to safety, and that is we do everything from hosting local community shred-a-thons where people can bring old documents that a lot of times people can take, they can take a credit card application and fill it out for you, and if you just throw that away and somebody goes through your trash, they come out with a credit card application that has your name and information on it. They open a credit card in your name and then they're off and running and hitting up Tiffany's and all the other nice stores and you get stuck with the bill. So shredding paper is a really basic thing that people can do, and so we offer 2 to 3 times a year we offer a free community shredding event where we'll take paper and electronics, and actually we've worked with the county sheriff's department to take old medications. That's something that is sort of unique to the Cleveland area for us to do that, all 3, paper, old electronics, and medication. But then we do a lot of hands-on education. We have volunteers who deliver a variety of different trainings on how to avoid frauds and scams through 20-minute to 3-hour workshops, all led by our volunteers who are trained and updated in the latest information on what frauds and scams are being seen across the country, what's prevalent in this area. And AARP, we continuously do the research and connect with Attorney General's offices, the Better Business Bureau, a lot of different organizations that are generating this information to make sure that our information is as up to date as possible, so that people know what is the most current and up to and serious threat facing them, whether it's the grandparent scam or people using people rigging blue dot cards, green dot cards in different ways. There's a lot of different things out there, and so providing that information is a big part of what we do to fight frauds and scams. And then we also have our Smart Driver course, which is an online. It used to be called AARP Driver Safety. Now it's Smart Driver, and it's an online course that just allows folks to sort of revisit their ability to drive their car. And a lot of times there's also resources on how to have that important conversation, and sometimes really sensitive conversation with mom or dad about taking their keys away. And so that's a balance that Smart Driver tries to manage. And so for older adults, you just want to say, I could use a refresher in my driving technique and my abilities and how I manage my car. And does my car fit? One of the components is the Car Fit program, where an occupational therapist will work with an older adult to literally fit their car to them so their safety is maximized in their vehicle. Another component of what we do is our Home Fit program, which actually is part of Age-Friendly Communities, and we'll be working with the City of Cleveland on. Our Home Fit program actually has a whole guide on how you can walk through your house and identify different issues that can arise, and as people age, that things like throw rugs that become they become a potential hazard. Thank you. Potential hazard. It's cold out. My brain's frozen. A potential hazard as they age. Fall-related deaths were the second leading cause of death in the city of Cleveland in 2015 and 16. And so the idea of making your home safe for you to age in, for you to age in place and to stay in longer, because people want to stay in their home, they want to stay in their neighborhood, and so being safe in one's home is an important component of that. And so our Home Fit program is one that allows folks to take a look at their house and identify potential hazards, and then how to fix them. So from a safety perspective, that's a lot of the work that we do. And that's the work that we'll be doing going forward. So.
Let's talk about websites.
Sure.
Let's talk about some of the resources that can be seen on your website, and how that can help someone.
Yeah, that's our website has so many resources that sometimes it can be overwhelming, and it's everything from online courses and tools and information for everything that we just talked about, whether it's fraud or livable communities. If people want to learn more about AgeFriendly Cleveland, right, they can go to the AgeFriendly Cleveland website, but if they want to learn more about what's going on nationally, our aarp.org/livable website is the most robust container of information you're going to find on the 8 domains of livability and everything that goes into the WHO and AARP network. There are games. My sister, who's younger than me, laughs all the time because she will play games on aarp.org because she likes a lot of the card games that are on there, and she wants to kill time at work. And I'm sorry, Bree, I didn't mean to say that. But there's lots of videos. One of the things that when you go back to our national advocacy, especially through our Facebook page, where our membership is really active. Older adults are very active on Facebook. Some of our videos, when it came to talking about the American Health Care Act, had over 400,000 views. As our policy shop in DC was creating 60-second vignettes around what this bill means for older adults. That was one of the most effective tools that we could use was through Facebook, through AARP.org, having that information in 60-second video clips, and the response was strong. People were viewing them and sharing them, and like I said, some of them had over 400,000 views during the summer. So those are just a small snippet of what is available. There's everything else from accessing our financial management tools and our retirement calculators to family caregiving resources. I mean, it's especially on aarp.org. It's such a robust website. There's so many pieces of information. If you have a question about an AARP policy, our entire policy book, which is, if you think of a phone book, obviously my generation, we don't use phone books as much, but if you think of a phone book, our AARP policy guide, which just outlines all of our public policy priorities for each year, resembles an old school phone book. And every one of those policies is on aarp.org, and they're all searchable. So if you want to know where we stand on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, livable communities, any of our policies, they're all right there. So it is a one-stop shop for anything AARP related. So
I understand recently the mayor of Cleveland was honored by your organization. Tell me about that.
Well, we celebrated Mayor Jackson because of his, he signed off on bringing the city of Cleveland into the AARP AgeFriendly network, and his vision and working with his director of the Department of Aging, whether it was Jane previously or Mary now. Mary McNamara is awesome, and through Mayor Jackson's leadership and inspiring that and encouraging older adults' viewpoint and challenges to be really a priority, considering how those can be overcome as a priority for his administration, we felt that was necessary to be celebrated.
We touched on a lot of subjects, a lot of resources. Did we miss anything?
Oh, we missed plenty. You could talk for hours about all the different pieces and parts of AARP. With 38 million members and trying to represent the interests of 38 million people, there's a lot that we take on. There's a lot that sometimes we say no to as well. But with such a robust mission, with such an important mission, there's plenty that we haven't touched on that we could sit here for hours. But I don't think people want to take that kind of time.
So you recommend them going to your website
correct.
And checking that out.
And in Ohio, it's you can go to our Ohio site and find out everything from our movies for grown-ups selection. We offer free movies from time to time that are for our members, whether it's a premiere, Star Wars, whether it's the latest Star Wars movie coming out and having a premiere for that, or Black Panther in February, or a number of different opportunities. Those are always on our aarp.org/OH, or you can find us on Twitter and Facebook. We're at AARP Ohio on Twitter, and if you just search for AARP Ohio on Facebook, you'll find us. We're very, very active on social media, as are our members. You can also call our office. Like I said, you can call me directly, as I gave the number before, or you can call our office at 1-866-389-5653.
And tell me the website again.
aarp.org/OH.
That's a lot of information.
It is a lot of information.
Well, thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And educating our viewers. For TV20, I'm Enrique Correa. Remember, we are Age Friendly Cleveland.